The Employment and Labor Relations Court has suspended a directive by Head of Public Service Joseph Kinyua, which scrapped the mandatory retirement age of parastatal chiefs. Justice Onesimus Mutua on Tuesday issued a temporary injunction, prohibiting chief executive officers of state corporations from implementing the circular issued on February 28. The judge also certified the case urgent. He directed Mr. Okaya Omtada to serve the Attorney General with the court documents by the close of business on Wednesday. In the case, Mr. Omtada is seeking to determine the legality of the circular issued by Mr. Kinyua, exempting CEOs of state corporations from the mandatory retirement age of 60 years. The circular also said the CEOs can serve more than 2 terms. Mr. Omtada also wants the court to determine the designation of Mr. Kinyua as the head of the public service. In a circular dated February 27, titled Terms of Service for State Corporations Chief Executive Officers, and addressed to all cabinet secretaries, the Attorney General, and all principal secretaries, Mr. Kinyua exempted the said CEOs from the mandatory retirement age of 60 years and from the 6-year term limit. But according to Mr. Omtada, the office of the head of the public service does not exist in law and only existed under the old constitution. He said Mr. Kinyua, who is also the State House Chief of Staff, was handpicked by the President Kenyatta to serve on his private staff and was not vetted by Parliament. In the circumstances, therefore, he cannot superintend the public service, outside the President's private staff, he argued. He has no powers over Prince